Making YouTube videos in January always just sucks. As a content creator, you spend all of Q4, October, November, and December, hustling like crazy, trying to grind out as many videos at as high a quality as possible, because at the end of the year, you earn more money, and there's just generally a lot of appetite for content. For me, I make video game videos, a lot of new video games come out, so there's a lot of content to be made. And so you hustle and you grind and you work long hours and you make sacrifices to get all this content out, and by the time January rolls around, you're tired. But one of the unseen consequences of working that hard in Q4 is your team getting tired as well. This week, I spoke to my editor, Joe, and he was like,
yeah, Milo, I gotta be honest, man. We've been working way too hard these last few months, and creatively, I'm just exhausted. I got nothing going.
So it fell on my shoulders to figure out how the hell do I reinvigorate not only my own creativity, but Joe's creativity too. So I took a look back at the archive, the cutting room floor of some of the projects that I've sort of waved goodbye to over the years just for not being good enough. Maybe they weren't recorded well enough. Maybe the story wasn't clear enough. Maybe it was just a bad idea in the first place. And I was like, you know what? What if I can find some gold amongst all of those forgotten projects? Like, what if there's something out there? And then I remembered tacos. So in 2021, flight restrictions around the world were finally being raised, having been in place for the last couple of years thanks to COVID. And so I had been doing my usual grind, making COD content, but a game had just come out which wasn't really capturing anyone's interest. This is my first ever game of Dirt and Fang. Oh my god, the loading screen looks cool. What? It's already in? I got to round 14 in an hour and a half, and I'll see you in plenty more content like this on my channel all year long. And so I was like, you know what? I'm pretty creatively spent. I need a reset. I flew all the way to America with Joey Conway, my friend Cass, and a bunch of the other YouTube guys. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do something completely different. I'm gonna make a video about Wendy's. And we did that, and it's still one of my favorite videos I've ever made.
Oh, that tastes like a cold fry. Why is it good? Right?
Yo, he's vibing.
We got all these burgers.
Whoa, is that 6 nuggets a dip? Whoa. 2 dip.
Yo!
We're about to eat all this food.
And then I was like, okay, I want to take it one step further, right? I want to create like an entire food vlog. And so we went out with basically no plan and just roamed around in Austin, Texas, looking for good food.
Can I eat it?
I found Juice World.
Juice WRLD.
R.I.P.
So the first food we're eating today is drink. So this is a place we've been before, and it's cool. They have, what's it called? Cornholio? Cornhole? Pothole? They have a pothole game where you throw the pots in the holes. We're gonna go try Austin sushi. Traditional Austin sushi. Go on, just try it. Just go for it, go for it, go for it.
That's not for me.
Salmon eggs.
Oh, you want to talk about fishy?
Oh.
That's the definition of fishy.
Looks a bit moldy, to be honest.
Yeah, not a random Texas
I
guy.
don't think that's the food challenge.
Yeah, this is
I'm good.
Milo
Yeah.
eats eating random vegetables.
I'm just in a garden.
We tried. There were a couple of moments that were promising, but overall, I felt like the shots that we had weren't really telling the story that I wanted. It all just looked a bit wonky. And overall, I just didn't feel like I was hitting that creative gold mine that I was really looking for. So the next day I woke up and I was like, you know what, Joe, I'm really hungry. Do you want to go get maybe some breakfast? He's like, yeah. There's this taco place around the corner. We could try that, see if it's any good, and then we can get started with trying to record more food vlog. So we bundle into this place called Pueblo, Viejo, Riverside. And we step in and it's really unassuming. It's just yet another taco joint. And talking to the guy working there, and he's really friendly, and he's like, yeah, I'll hook you guys up, don't you worry. And when I took a bite of that first taco, I swear to God, I changed as a human being. I grew from a boy and became a man. I'd gone there just sort of hoping to get rid of my hunger, and instead I've been given this absolutely unique experience. So much so that when I went back and like a little later in the trip, I was with Pat and we started writing a song about how much I love tacos. Like I was smitten. So then I was like, you know what? I wasn't expecting this to be the way that the vlog would go, but why not just go back to the taco place and show the food to all the other YouTube guys that I have with me on this trip, and we can just have have a jolly old time eating good food together in a pretty unexpected setting. So that's exactly what we did. So they were so generous to us. They were so kind, so hospitable, so welcoming, and so good at cooking too, that I was like, oh my God, this is a tiered experience. That I was like, I can't just leave it at the food vlog now. I feel like I need to go back and actually document some of this. So I went back the next day and I talked to some of the lovely people that worked there about how the hell this place even came to be and why it was so special.
Well, how you doing, man? I'm Edgar. My role in here is to do management in Pueblo Viejo. I walk in, and then the first thing I gotta do is deal with the shift change. And then I go in and check all the bar. I make sure the mezcalita and everything is okay.
Now you gotta check the mezcalita.
Literally, I gotta go check. I'm that guy that go check it and taste it.
Yeah. We also just spoke to Edgar, and he's personally prepared these tacos. So we've got Pueblo Viejo, we've got the taco Ness.
That's the owner's creation, man. Nestor, from Nestor, it's called Ness.
Did you originally, was it like, are these your recipes or?
Yeah, it's me and my sister.
Okay.
We worked in restaurants before. So we opened in 2010, our first food truck.
Yeah.
And then we just started combining our recipes. She had her own recipes. We all put it all together.
Are there multiple Pueblo Viejos that you own all of them, or is it that you own this one and it's like franchised out so that?
No, it's just actually I own all of them.
You own, okay, yeah.
So it's actually me and my sister.
My name is Margarita Mendez. I'm one of the founders of Pueblo Viejo.
So this is kind of your base of operations, I
Yes,
guess.
we do concentrate all our preparation, but yeah, we specialize in running food trucks.
All of this made me just that much more confident that these were the best tacos in all of Texas. Like, I was absolutely obsessed with how good they were. But somehow, the experience of eating those flavorful and majestic, wonderful tacos, that wasn't the biggest gift that I was given by the lovely people at Pueblo Viejo Riverside. Because I'd gone into this with these creative expectations, really trying to control my narrative and saying, yeah, I'm going to go to this one spot, eat food there, and just content's just going to magically appear. And it was only when I let my guard down and I let chance kind of take the wheel a little bit that I was blown away and surprised by this experience that I never saw coming and that also meant so much more to me. It was so much more personal getting to know these people and getting to eat the food that they were preparing for us. And so combined with the fact that it tasted so amazing, it's a memory that I'm going to cherish weirdly for the rest of my life. And it was an accident. I never saw it coming. As a creative person, sometimes you really have to just give up control and let creativity do its own thing. And so at a time like now in 2024, years later, when I wasn't happy with the way that the footage turned out back in 2021, and I let the project sit on the cutting room floor, stored in a folder somewhere, forgotten about, I'm now returning to it. And once again, it's given me this gift of surprise and of something new, something completely unexpected that I'm sure you weren't expecting either. But it's very much a needed step in the continuing journey of what my creative career is going to end up as when I sort of hang my hat up at the end of it. So thank you to everyone at Pueblo Viejo Riverside those couple of years ago for giving me such a transformative experience through the food that you made. And thank you for being a part of my journey as I push through my own creative challenges here and figure out what's next. So I don't know what that next video is going to be. I feel like maybe it's time for me to let the creative winds just blow me in the direction that they want to. Hopefully, whatever it is, I'll see you.
It really has been.
Yeah,
It's
man,
been great
thanks.
to meet you.
Keep it metal, yo.
Perfect.
I'm gonna call Margarita for you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Do you want water?
Yeah, actually, glass water would be good.
I'm gonna get two.